Okay, so do you ever feel sleepy? Sometimes, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
So if you were a snail and you felt sleepy, you might sleep for 3 years.
3 years? Wait,
Yeah,
wait. All right. That's a good one.
right?
That's a
Yeah.
good fact.
Thank God this thing fucked up before.
Yeah, we got a better fact going now.
Exactly. So welcome on, Anthony Jenna.
What's going on, guys?
How are you doing today?
I'm good, I'm here.
Chilling.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem.
It's going to be fun.
So anyway, let's go to the journal prompt. Why can't you do it? Is it the start or failure? Once again, why can't you do it? It is the start or failure. We'll give you a minute. You guys could skip it if you'd like. If not, think about it and hear our reaction. All right, Jenna. So why can't you do it?
Yeah, that's the question I've always asked myself, I'll be honest with you, because I started doing the whole Twitch streaming thing just
Yeah,
because
wait, give them a little background. Give the
okay.
10 listeners a good background information.
Hey, listen, I got 5 watchers, and they're both friends. They're all friends. You start somewhere, right?
Exactly.
That's the whole thing. So basically, I stream I play video games a lot. So and I'm always out there watching these other people play video games, and I'm thinking, why can't I do the same thing? Is there anything that could stop me from doing that? So one day I just decided to start streaming, and at first you're nervous because you're scared of the judgment.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
100%. Oh my God.
yeah. So it's the judgment that you're scared of, and you're like, do I really need to do this? No, is this only for the people that are famous already? But I'm thinking one day more people have to get, big on this. So I just wanted to start streaming. So I started streaming, and then I made an Instagram, and I just, trying to keep myself updated on that and work on that right now.
Yeah, it's really cool, honestly. Like, when you started streaming, I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Like, there's a bunch of people. It was kind of around, like, the big Fortnite type of era
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
where everyone was like, even people who didn't even play video games, they're like, yo, I'm streaming Fortnite in class. I was like, really? Like, you don't even, when did you even play video games in your life?
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, because I ended up getting really good at the games, and I was like, I have a possibility to actually perform, and I feel like the people that I talk to are pretty funny, and
Mhm.
the people I hang out with we're all funny together. So it's just I think it's entertaining. Like
Yeah.
I
Well,
people tell me they enjoy it.
that's really what it is. It's all about the entertainment. It
Yeah,
doesn't matter if you're good or bad.
yeah.
You could be the worst actual Call of Duty. Like, you could be like Maddie. You could be
Oh
the
gosh.
worst search and destroy player of all time, but somehow still get people to watch because, yeah, you're just funny.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot that it depends on your stream. A lot of people
Hmm.
there's funny people, and then there's pro gamers that are
Hmm.
just insanely good.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a good balance because I'm good. I'm not a pro, but maybe one day. Who knows? Who knows what this journey's gonna lead? But
It's true.
you know, but I feel like we're funny all together because we're just just screwing around.
Well, yeah, it's really like the people that you're playing with. Like, if you're funny with them and you're comfortable, that's what it really is. Because sometimes, even when you play, you could be really good, but if you're not comfortable with the people you're playing with, then you're just like, ah, fuck. Like, I'm not, like, comfortable in my skin right now. Even though I'm behind a screen and shit, like,
Yeah,
it still makes you think twice about everything.
yeah. Even being comfortable on stream and everything, just
Yeah,
getting
yeah,
it.
it's tough.
It's a lot of getting used to. Like, and even the same thing with this, a podcast. Like, it's a lot getting used to. Like,
Yo, I don't even talk that much.
yeah, I know. Neither do I. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
But when it comes down, I mean, one-on-one situation is a little different. I feel like it's easier to keep talking. But,
It's more because we're just friends. Like, I don't.
I'm
I'm not a big like social. I try to just force myself to talk to random people now.
It's because it's good. It's like how that's how you're actually supposed to live. It's not like
right.
You're not supposed to live behind the phone texting.
It's so weird.
Which
now.
is a lot easier now, but in person is you gotta.
I think it's harder.
You gotta be friends that way.
I think it's harder behind a phone.
I mean, yeah, because we suck at texting.
Oh
So
yeah, I'm horrible.
I'm so bad at texting, so it doesn't really help me in any situation.
Well, you just need to answer, and I feel
it's not even that. Like I'm not even when I answer, it's not good. You know.
Yeah, we all have our like little phrases, but like when you started the stream, like what were your thoughts?
When I first started the stream, I had to buy a couple of things first. So
that's the make or break. I feel like when I started this, I was like, I'm cheap. You know me.
Listen, I'm pretty freaking cheap too. All
right, yeah, but like I have everybody beat.
Yeah, no,
like,
you do. I'm not gonna lie. Yes, you are the cheapest.
So like when I invested my money into like the 2 mics and whatever the fucking that thing is called, I don't know. Some power brick, I'll call it.
It's not all right.
Yeah, it's definitely not called a power brick. But yeah, I had put my own money into it. Also, your time too. Like even just having people on, like I had to make sure it went well because I only had one opportunity to make it well. So to have a person come over and then be like, you know what, I really wasn't feeling it. Can you come back? Like, it's very embarrassing to do that. So you kind of just have to get it. But I totally cut you off. And I asked you a question and I answered it. So when you started, like, what were you feeling?
Okay, so the first thing was buying everything, right? So, like, initially you're just like, you know what, I'm going to do this, right? And then you buy everything. Like, you buy what you need. Like, you try to... You look into it, you look what you got to do, you do the whole setup. And then you have everything and you're still nervous. Like, like you're like, oh my gosh, like, am I actually going to do this? Like, what are my friends going to say? What are my family going to say? Like, people are going to judge me and stuff. And then, like, you do it for the first time. You're like, what was I worried about? Like, I don't understand.
It's because, like, if you really think about it, like how many people are really gonna look into your stream that aren't your friends who like want to see you do it?
Yeah, it's not like at first like we're all like just nervous about the little judgment from our friends and family, but then you realize like they're actually supportive.
Yeah, they're like, okay, like that's what you want to do, go for it.
Like even all my friends in the group chat, they always tell me that they go back at night and watch the stream because they like watching themselves.
Yeah,
they're like, I like hearing myself on your stream, so I go back and watch it. And I like watching you stream too.
I find that funny because I feel like a lot of people hate listening to themselves.
It's not even about listening. Like it's just the funny moments that we have. I think more it is.
Yeah, yo, the edit that you put up was really nice. How'd you do that? Like, what did it take, like 3 hours?
Honestly, it took me probably like an hour and a half to 2. What I basically did was like I took everything from my stream, I clipped it all on Twitch, and then I just downloaded it onto my Mac and put it right into iMovie, and I just made it.
That was iMovie?
That was iMovie.
Wow.
Yeah. You're good
at that.
Don't cut yourself short with iMovie, man. I know I've made a couple of edits, And
was that like the trailer one or the movie one?
That's the movie one.
That was the movie. Wow.
Yeah, I just,
I was so bad at editing.
I was terrible at editing. I've only done like 3 edits in my life, and like I feel like I'm kind of getting better, and I kind of want to move into that now. I kind of want to make more like editing stuff. Like I was thinking the other day, like maybe I'll start like I want to do like a couple of like vlog videos, but like not consistently, but like about like good times, like because I'm going to Vermont soon, and I really want to make like a snowboarding.
Oh, like yeah, like you put the GoPro on and shit like that.
Yeah, like do some just cool vids, like cool videos,
No, that would be dope. That would actually be really cool.
That's what I'm saying, like. Because I find editing actually pretty fun, and it's like you're sitting there for a really long period of time. You're just so concentrated on like just one thing.
Yeah, I hated it.
Editing?
Yeah, oh my god.
Because it's hard to start. It is really hard to start because like it's so.
There's so much that like you
confusing.
need to know, and then you have so many ideas, and you're like, oh my god, I gotta learn a whole new thing in iMovie, and then it takes like another 30 minutes to find a video that actually helps you out. So it's just like for me. I was just making it too perfect. Like I wasn't okay with there being flaws in the video.
There
That was
has
my
to be.
problem.
That's the thing. There
Yeah.
has to be.
You have to be okay with that.
Because when you're first starting out, it's just hard in general just to make the cuts and everything and learn the
Yeah.
process. And I just somehow figured it out. I guess.
Yeah. No, it's cool. But yeah, it's honestly really cool that like you started that up because it's something that you guys always do. Like you guys have always talked about it. Like we should just stream. Maddie started streaming too. And
Yeah.
for Maddie to start streaming, that's big for Maddie too because Maddie really doesn't talk. Like out of all of us, like he's pretty quiet.
Yeah, but he's got the funny catchphrases, which really really gets him going, and he's good at the game. He's good at the game.
He is good.
He's good at Super Smash. I remember when he started streaming, he kind of like asked me like what I did, and like I told him like exactly what I did and how I set it up, and he's got a good stream going for himself.
Yeah, it's really cool to see.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to like get all the equipment and shit?
The equipment's not even the issue. It's more the whole setup process because you gotta get a capture card which like captures like the video, and then you gotta hook it up to your laptop or your computer, and then you gotta set it up this entire program for it to be right. And sometimes it could just be so annoying.
Oh yeah, because you have to get that little box thing.
Yeah.
In the gameplay.
Yeah. So it's a whole nother program within a program. Within a device. It's like a whole lot, and then just figuring that out is the hard part.
Yeah, and then you finally
once you get it,
you're about to hit stream and you're like, do I really want to do this right now?
You're still doing it.
But like, is failure like what do you think failure is with this stream? Like, do you even think there is any way you could fail with this stream? Like, you don't have a goal really to become big with it. It's just to like have fun.
Honestly, yeah, no, failure is like not really a thing. I don't even think about it as failure anymore. Like now I just look at it and I'm like, what can I do to make it better?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't really look at it like as if like how would I like yeah, I want to get more viewers, but like I'm like how do I improve everything to get more viewers? Like how do I post good clips on Instagram? Like so like now when I go out and I play, like I'll try to like like just do like some cool stuff in order to like this way I can post it. Like I have more fun with I feel like I'm even having more fun with the game right now because I'm streaming. Like right now I'm playing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I want to make people know that because there's a difference.
Yeah, no, so you are having more fun. I feel like there would be more pressure for you to like do better then.
No, honestly, because when I people do bad. Like you can't help it. Like in video games, you'll shit the bed every once in a while, And like when I do, like my friends will make sure to tell me that I'm the streamer and I need to do good because I stream like as if it makes me like different. But every once in a while I'll do bad. But when I do bad, the stream will know because I will be slapping the shit out of my table.
Yeah.
And like I'll be freaking out. But like we all bug out when we die and like, we're having bad games. We're just like, oh my god, I'm doing so shit right now.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. When I play video games, I mean, all you heard was, come on.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I couldn't stand video games anymore. I was getting so angry, especially like with certain people. They would just like provoke you to like get more anger into your body.
That's exactly what Call of Duty is right now. That's all it is. That's all it is. Everyone's just talking trash the entire time. And then I have like TTV in my clan tag, not because I want people to notice me, more because I want other people to like hate me on the game.
What is it?
Okay, TTV means Twitch TV, right? In short terms. Like in the gaming community, basically. Mm-hmm. And so people like, yo, TTV, you suck. You're about to like, you're trash. And then like I'll go into the game and then like I'll really like just wreck them. And I think it's the funniest thing in the world. And they're like, then they stop talking. I think it's just so funny.
Yeah, you just shut them up.
Yeah. I love it. That's what the video was about.
Yeah. Oh, that was I remember. Yeah.
About.
That was really cool, honestly. I was really jealous because when I tried editing, I was just like, yo, I am not doing this for the rest of my life.
If you ever needed help, I would do it for you.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, honestly, my future goal for this podcast. Well, my first goal is to get to 100 episodes because I did 35 with Unknown Knowledge.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I stopped that was because I didn't have any good material after a while, and I didn't have enough people to bring on that were different. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to stop this. I'm not going to force any more episodes out. And then I realized, like, I need, in the future, if I want to do a podcast, I need something where it'll be limitless.
Yeah, this is a good podcast where you can go really anywhere with it.
Yeah.
And it's entertaining no matter what.
Yeah,
because you could talk about anything. Like it changes every single time, which
it's cool because you could connect shit.
Yeah, and even when you bring on a person, like you can really connect it to their life. Like this connects to me and you. This situation, this prompt.
Yeah,
but
the why can't you do it? I love this question because I feel like everyone always thinks of like why can't they do it right away? They're like, oh, why can't I do it? Like, and they never think of like why can I do it?
Yeah, everyone kind of looks into the situation as like, yeah, I basically, that's not for me. Like they're like, I would love to do it, but it's not for me.
Yeah, like what do you mean by that? It's not for you.
A lot of people look into YouTube too. Like, YouTube is a big thing. Everyone watches YouTube. I like strictly only watch YouTube videos now, like YouTube and Netflix. Like,
yeah, I barely watch
TV.
Netflix or TV. Like, yeah, I watch like basketball games and shit,
I
football
watch
games.
Sports,
but yeah, I don't really watch anything else besides YouTube because you can literally watch anything on YouTube.
Yeah, you find what's right for you, and a lot of people will watch these people on YouTube and be like, I would love to do that. I love the life they have, and like I would love just to try it out. And then they're like, but I'm not them, so like I'm not gonna do it. But like they had to start where you are. Like if people would realize that, like that all these famous like YouTubers and Twitch streamers, people that run podcasts, they had to start at 0 viewers. They didn't just start with a million plus, Well,
a lot of people just look at the success. They don't look at like what they had to do. And it's definitely like within our society of that we're not programmed to really like take chances.
Yeah.
I feel like we're
not anymore.
Yeah, I feel like we're mainly programmed to just do the safe route. And because if you look at history, obviously people took chances on fucking random ass boats to come here through Ellis Island. Like, and we're like, you know what? I'm not gonna start a YouTube channel. I'm gonna get judged too much. They were risking their life, and what are you risking? Some of your time?
Yeah, basically, like, what are you doing instead is the real question. Like, why can't you do it? Like, it comes back to why can't you do it? Like, just some time. It just takes some time and effort, and I don't know. Yeah, people do always look at the success, but they don't realize that those people put in a lot of hard work in order to get there.
Kevin Hart talked a lot about that when he was on Joe Rogan's podcast. I remember that, but I listened to it like a while ago. He was just saying like, like a lot of people just look at me now, but I mean, he didn't really become big until like 10 years ago, maybe.
Honestly, not even. I remember I was actually watching a clip from the movie 40-Year-Old Virgin, right?
Yeah,
and he's in it. Like, and I forgot he's completely
in that.
He's in that.
Oh shit, he is in that.
Yeah, he comes in with a Jamaica shirt, and then he starts yelling at him. Oh my god. Yeah. So I realized he was in it. I'm like, oh my gosh, like this is when he started for it. Basically.
Yeah.
This is it. Like this is the beginning of Kevin Hart.
Yeah, if you watch a lot of comedians or anything kind of in that realm of like where you have to build yourself up, like definitely with comedians though, because they take like 15 years to even start getting noticed.
Listen, comedy's a hard thing because there's a lot of comedians out there. I mean, there's a lot of everything out there, and I don't know. I enjoy watching comedy, especially on YouTube. I make sure to give them a follow because you want to know something. After you start your own like, Instagram page and you realize how much a follow and a like really means, you start following and liking a lot more. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I mean, I'm not really on social media that much to even do that. Like, I have to go on and I have to like the people that come to the gym and shit like that. Like, that's a lot for me. I don't like social media that much. So when I have to do that, like if I find a page that I think is like really cool and it's low in like followers and shit like that, like I'll definitely look into it. But it is really cool like seeing like the lower followers, with the comments and shit. Because I'm sure like if you get a comment on Twitch, you're like, what? Like, no way, I got a comment on Twitch? This is fucking crazy.
Well, yeah, on Twitch, people, I love it when, like, a lot of them are my friends. Like, yesterday, Maddie popped into the stream, and he was just chatting with me because he just finished his. And we were just talking, and, and then, I don't know, you remember James Kelly? James Kelly pops in all the time. He's a viewer of mine.
Yeah, he shouted you out, right?
Yeah, that's my guy right there. Okay, he's always popping into the stream. He's spending some time with me. You know, and I got a lot of friends. A lot of them, when they go to work, like they'll come in and just watch because they're bored at work. You know, that's what everyone does, and it's just fun. It's just fun. But
yeah, like you're delivering pizzas. You got nothing to do while you're just sitting there waiting for a delivery.
yeah, there's my pizza delivery friends, but then there's like the people that work in the city, like an actual office, and they're like they're still watching me stream. They have it like on a back tab, so this way they can click to it.
Yeah, it's actually really interesting because like you'll hear that like when I listen to Joe Rogan, he'll be like, "Oh, when I'm live, like people are just always just like at their cubicles, just listening to me, telling them like, wow, I wish I was this guy right now doing the podcast and shit. Like that would be mad fun."
Yeah, and like a podcast is definitely something like you could do, or like streaming is something you could do. Like it doesn't have to be your full-time job in order for you to start.
Not at all.
That's also another thing. Like people don't get. Like they got to put all their effort into it. If you put some effort into it and just get it started, it's just
well, when I started the first podcast, Liz's parents right away were like, "Oh, can you make money off of it?" And I was like, "Yeah, but like I'm not really trying to. Like if it happens, it happens. Like I could definitely get a sponsor, but like I'm doing this because I actually want to learn, and like I learned the best way through this style." But yeah, it's very strange how people think right away like, "Oh, is it gonna make you money?" It's more of like, "Oh, do you enjoy it? Could it possibly make you money?" Yeah, okay, like go for it if you want, but you don't always have to base it off if it's gonna make you money or not. Whole career out of it, and they can now travel the world, literally talking about action figures. How cool!
Yeah, exactly. Like most of these people, it's just like it's something that they do. They're out of boredom for fun, and we don't realize that anyone could do it. You know, it's like it's open to everyone. And yeah, like you're gonna start off, but like when you start off, how many like listeners do you even get? Like
with this?
Yeah, like none, right?
Like
when you first started, like even with unknown knowledge.
I think my first unknown knowledge for some reason it said I had like a decent amount of views, which honestly I don't think was like accurate at all. I was like, there's no way I'm getting. I don't know. I was getting like 200 views a month, and I was like, "There's no way I'm getting this many."
And you were putting out 4 podcasts a month.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for now, I got like the first one had like 44. The first one always gets like a lot.
Okay.
And then after that was like 30, like 20. Like it kept going down. I think it's mainly like the people listen to it, and then like the listeners who are always going to listen to it, like they'll catch up to it in the future.
Yeah.
I don't know how it's like. I don't know if you have to play it the whole entire time. I don't know if you listen to it just like for 20 minutes, if it pops up. But yeah, I mean it starts off really slow.
Exactly.
But it's cool because honestly, like even if I get to, I don't know, 200, if I actually get to like 200 listens a month for all 4 of them consistently, and I look back at this podcast, like I could post a little clip and then talk about in the future, and it shows people like, hey, it takes time, like just let it go.
Yeah, that's what people don't understand. Like, yeah, like we do these things, like people do these things, but you have to start from zero and build yourself up. People, it doesn't come easy. Like stuff isn't handed to you today, which people believe it is.
Well, I mean, some people get it handed.
Some people do. What are you gonna do? Like that I'd rather work for it, to be honest with you, than get handed anything.
Yeah,
because it's just more prideful.
Yeah, the thing about working for it is that you go through that struggle, and everyone's gonna go through a struggle with whatever they're doing. It doesn't matter what you go into. So if you don't have a struggle, and then later down the road, say you're 2 years in, and you always somehow start off with like 1,000 people listening to you, and now it's dipping down, like you have to be creative and come up with ideas to make it better. Exactly. And that's like how you're doing it right now. You're just making it better because you're like, oh, this first one was mad cool, like let me try out the second one.
Yeah, I mean, I just enjoy, putting some effort into it, and especially now I'm on winter break and I have a lot more time to do like the thing I want to do. Like I have more time to do it. Like it's a free time hobby for me, right?
Yeah.
I got a lot more free time right now because I'm on winter break.
Well, yeah, you wake up and you're like, all right, stream, eat, stream, gym, eat, stream. What's going on tonight? Maybe I'll hang out, stream maybe.
Yeah, I like stream basically 3 times a day. And like I'll stream really late into the night, and I don't know, I just because we all stay up. It's not just me, but like it's fun because I get to stream, and it's just like I feel like I'm doing something while I'm doing nothing because I'm enjoying it.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah, because
Can you say that again?
I'm doing something while I'm doing nothing.
Yeah, wow. Cause like, so this ties back into I did a podcast with Cavelli, and ours was how do you stay productive?
Yeah, I started listening to that one actually last night.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I started listening to it last night. You know, because
just to see like how it goes and stuff.
Just to see how it goes, and plus it was Cavelli. Because I saw on Instagram the other day, not the other day actually. I looked on your Instagram and I was like. And I saw that you did a podcast with Cavelli. I was like, oh my gosh. Because it didn't pop up on my feed, of course, because Instagram doesn't show me anything anymore.
Yeah, Instagram sucks.
I don't know why. And so I saw that you did a podcast with Cavelli, and I was like, oh, like I want to listen to it. Like, I want to see what Cavelli has to say. And I actually was really enjoying it. I didn't get to finish it because I had to sleep. But.
Wow, you go to sleep for that, but not for Call of Duty?
Yeah, it was only 4 o'clock in the morning, but all right.
Yeah, and it's actually very interesting because we were talking about that, like, how, like, what does this word productive even mean? Like, we didn't even have the word productive until now because everyone has so much free time. So what are you gonna say? Like, oh, I was so productive today because I worked 8 hours, and then like back then you worked 8 hours, and then sometimes you had to work 12 hours, go home, hang out with your family. There was no social media, no internet at that point, so you had to figure out like stuff to do on the side. So like nowadays it's, oh, what did you do today? And you're like, oh, I worked, got home, and then I just chilled on my phone for man long. And like that's obviously not being productive unless you have a business that's on your phone.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. Being productive is just, I think it's a matter of what you consider as a person like productivity is. Like if you go out and, you know, accomplish a couple of errands, like that's, yeah, you're productive, you know, that's productive. But like, are you productive in the sense of like what you actually want to do is another topic. Like, are you productive? Like, if you want to do a podcast, if you want to do YouTube, if you want to do Twitch streaming, are you productive in like actually putting an effort into it? Like, are you, you know, actually doing it? Like, are you investing your time?
Yeah, well, I mean, we came to the conclusion. I think I said something along the lines of, if you enjoy what you're doing, I think it's productive. Because I think I was always trying to be super productive. Like, I don't know, like probably 6 months ago, I would just push myself every day to be productive. But I didn't really know exactly what productive was. Like, I thought it was just making money. And, like, I just really tried to make as much money as possible. But I wasn't enjoying life as much as I wanted to because I was just working constantly. And I had no time, like, no free time, no free time to really hang out with friends. I was always rushing, you know, from one thing to the next thing. So, in my mind, was that I was being productive with how society views productive, but I wasn't being productive in my life and like enjoying it.
That's actually a great way to put it. I can't agree with you more because, you know, work is productivity, right? But you got to be productive in your own life.
Yeah, you have to have that social aspect to yourself because you
got to be a human being.
Yeah, you see so many people like when girls date around, like obviously money is definitely a factor. Like they want to make sure you make enough money. But when a lot of girls meet guys who are rich, mainly the guys are like, yeah, I just got off of work and it's like 8:30 at night on a Friday night. And they don't realize that like to make all that money, you have to have a lot of hours, or unless you own like a business, something that you could just make money without really being there. So it's very interesting to see like how people really view people when they're working a lot. Like I don't believe that's a good lifestyle. Like that's why I really don't want to go into like a 9-to-5 job, because when I get home, I want to have energy to do stuff. My goal in life, honestly, is to put things in my life that I like and try to make money off of it. And if I fail, I fail, and I go back to square one and I redo it all over again.
See, the thing is, though, you're still putting yourself out there. Like, you're going for it. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Like, most people wouldn't even go for it. So,
yeah,
that's what you got to, like, that's what
Like, why can't I do that?
What I take away from you, Nick, is because, like, you know, we all went, like, most of us went to college, and you decided to, like, you know, just drop out, do what you want, like, for a little bit, and see if just see what you could do with that.
Yeah, see what happens.
Exactly. And, you know, I respect that to the fullest, because, like, and you're making a name for yourself, you know, you're doing it, and you're doing what you want right now. And
Yeah,
I respect it.
it's fun. Like, I mean, when I was in school, I was like, yo, why can't I just, do things that I like? I didn't like what I was doing at that point. I hated studying. I hated going to class. I was like, this sucks. Like, I don't enjoy anything here, so let me go do something that I enjoy. And then after a while, I started working with, like, the fitness industry, and then also even the birthday parties. The birthday parties are mad fun. I learned a lot from just talking to little kids. Like, you don't realize how cool talking to a little kid is, because there is no judgment at all.
No.
If you say, I pick my nose every 5 minutes because I like to, they'll be like, cool.
Yeah, they will.
And you're like, wow, if I said that to anybody else in the world right now, they'd
Except
be
for
like,
me.
what the fuck are you saying? Like, why would you
Yeah,
even...
you're right. That's exactly what I would say. Be like, what, bro? What are you talking about?
Exactly. So I feel like when I talk to little kids, there's no judgment. And, like, I could really play around with it and be like, okay, like, this is what I like. What do you like? And they'll tell me, like, they're like 4 or 5. And they're like, oh, I like jumping up and down. And I'm like, that's it? And they're like, yeah. And then they walk away. And it's so interesting. Like, I don't know. I like to analyze people like that.
Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, kids don't pass any judgment, and they'll say whatever's on their mind. So whatever, with them, it's whatever comes to their head. They're like, sounds good, So
yeah, it's strange,
Yeah.
but I mean, I enjoy it. I like talking to them. I like doing the birthday parties too. I get so hyped, like, but I can't dance. I'm struggling.
Come on, we took dance for 3 years. You got to get on it.
I'm struggling. I'm honestly, like, really thinking about looking up a place to, like, go and learn dancing.
It's just a little 2-step. You gotta go
Yeah,
learn a
but
2-step.
I need more than just a 2-step.
Why?
I don't know. I just feel like when you're dancing, like, I want to be ready for, like, when I turn 21, I want to be ready that I go into a bar and I'm confident in my dancing and I don't have to do a 2-step.
See, you want to know something? No one cares when you go into a bar. Like you could be the guy that's just, like, dancing however he feels. Maybe someone look at you, but no one really cares. Like, that's the thing. Like, people got to realize, like, okay, maybe they'll pass a little bit, jump a bit, but they don't really care. Like,
No, they don't care. I got judged at work though with my coworkers.
yeah, but those are your friends.
They're like, yo, bro,
Those are
they're like, yo, you're so white, and I'm like, Jesus, guys, like, I'm trying here.
I tell you that all the time too. So but
It's true though.
but
Like,
those-
I shouldn't think of it like that. I should just have fun and, like, whatever happens, happens.
yeah,
I've been doing that more often lately.
that's what happens when I go. I'm just like, I don't really care who looks at me. It doesn't matter,
Yeah, you just have to dance with confidence and, like, not even honestly, just
a
have
good
fun.
time.
Yeah,
just have a good time.
Just have a good time. Like, don't even think about that part.
Yeah.
I overthink a lot, and I'm just like, fuck.
When you
Like,
turn 21, you'll just get some more alcohol in your system.
yeah, honestly, like, it's a lot. It's so easy to do a lot of shit on alcohol. Like, I don't talk. Like, I'm not outgoing where I would just talk to someone, but, like, on alcohol, I'm just like, all right, like, what the fuck is up? Like, what's good with you? What's your name?
It's called liquid confidence.
Liquid
Liquid confidence. That's what it's called.
Liquid confidence. That's a good
Yes.
term. Where'd you learn that?
College.
How is school? Do you like it?
I love my friends. I love where I live. I like being in the Bronx.
But
There's a lot of work. There's a lot of work that comes with that. And, like, I'm studying. All right, for everyone that's listening, I'm studying civil engineering, and with civil engineering comes a lot of effort, time, and a whole lot of brain power. Okay, and in the end of it, do I even want to be an engineer? No, right? Because that's what everyone like studies their own topic. They're like, do I want to do this? They're like, no, but I want to do construction management, which comes along with that. And then maybe one day open up my own business and, like, really
yeah,
work for myself.
yeah. See, yeah, that's very interesting because I hear a lot of people say that. I'm like, yo, so, like, do you like your major? And they're like, it's okay.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what everyone says.
I was thinking of this too. whenever you ask an adult, like, oh, like, what do you do? And they say it, and then at the end of the conversation, they go, oh, it pays the bills. Like, if you're saying it pays the bills, you're doing life wrong, my dude.
Yeah.
'Cause you don't want to say that. You don't want to say, oh, yeah, it pays the bills. Like, it makes the world go round for me. No, you're just wasting your time. Like, what are you doing? You're just waiting for the weekends to just go out and have fun and shit. Like, just do that all the time with work itself. Because if you're working 40 hours a week, are you really going to go to work 40 hours a week and hate it? Like, that sucks. That's so much time out of your week. Let's see. I think there's 168 hours in a week. And you're working 40 of those. And you're sleeping another 40 of those. That's 80. That's half of your time. Half the time of your life. And you might as well make it fun.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it depends also who you're surrounded with at work, like if you enjoy the people you're around, like your coworkers, because that helps.
That helps a lot.
That helps a lot.
But you know what I found very interesting? Even in school this happens. Like when you go through a very hard teacher or subject with a group of people, when you guys finally finish it, you have so many stories and memories to talk about.
Yeah, that's a big thing. I mean, like, okay, my school's, it's not that big, but it's definitely a decent size. And the engineering program, once you like get into your actual program of civil engineer, a lot of my classes are with the same people. So we're always talking about the teachers, and we're always doing homework together. So like you like get like a real bond with these people. Like these are my friends.
Yeah,
like, these are my friends now. Like just because
it's like a community.
Yeah, no, it's completely a community. Like we all share homework, do homework together. I feel like
you don't do your own homework.
No, I do all my homework. I don't know what you're talking about.
I remember you were asking Brielle for like one of the homeworks when we were there.
Oh yeah, probably.
I forgot what it was. It was such a weird class.
Energy. It was definitely energy. It was
it was
energy.
You were like, "Yo, you do energy yet?" And I was like, "Yo,
because
what is this?"
All right. So for most people that don't know, there's a thing online called Chegg. Right?
Oh yeah, Chegg study.
Yeah, Chegg study. So you can like engineering questions and like physics questions, a lot of science-based questions.
Bro, I was
you
on
can
there
look you
all
can look
the
up.
time.
Yeah, you can look up on Chegg, and I have a Chegg account because of course I am spending the money on a checking account. Right? And she would use my Chegg account on my laptop and do the homework, and then I would be like, "Can I just get the homework done?" And she'd be like, "Yeah." I mean,
But doesn't that kind of mess you up? Because when I was in school, when I did my homework, like that kind of really helped me with my tests and shit.
Yeah. For all the other classes, I would do it. Not that one. I
just
figured,
not that one.
I figured it out for that class. I just before the test, I'd study up. I'd figure out how to do everything. I'd teach myself everything, and then that's it. Like, cause I don't learn anything in class, ever.
No, you don't learn. You kind of go over material, what you need to learn, and then you go back to your dorm, and then your professor thinks you're sitting there studying the whole entire time.
6 hours.
But in reality, you're playing Call of Duty on Twitch.
Yeah, yeah, that's basically what's going on. And then the day before, they're like test next week, and then I'm like, all right, I got a week to study, no big deal. And then I get there the day before, and I'm studying for 6 hours straight because I have to teach myself the entire topic.
Yeah,
but
do you like it like that?
The cramming in?
Mm-hmm.
No, I my freshman year, this is a big thing. Timing and planning your schedule. That's a big thing with college and with anything you do in life.
It's the one thing I'm like proficiently good at.
I've gotten so much better at it.
I'm so good at timing everything that I need to do in life. Like just throughout my days, even with this too, like I know how to prolong like a topic just a little bit longer, just so I get like an extra minute or two out of it, and then go back to like whatever else I wanted to talk about. It's really strange. But like, what about you with timing?
I remember my freshman year, I was just like so bad at it. Like I would just do everything last minute. I was stressing out like to the max. Like I was so stressed out. And then you slowly develop the skill because like in high school I didn't need it.
No, nobody needs it.
I didn't do anything in high school. I'll be completely honest with you. And then I got to college, and you have to really plan out your time and like because you're taking these classes, but you're also getting homework for each class. And you just need to. Right now I have like a thing where I write everything down, what I should do, and then I plan out in my head what day I should do everything on. So this way it works out.
How funny is it before school? Like before you went into college, your senior year, Jenna, you just graduated. Now you got your schedule for college. You know what your classes are. And you're like, yo, what the fuck? This is nothing. I'm going to have so much free time. I'm going to be able to do so much. I'm going to go out all the time. And then you get to school. And then after the first day of class, you're like, I have a test in 2 weeks. What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, you want to know something? Like, going into school, like, I never thought, like, I knew it was going to be hard, right? But I didn't know how hard it was going to be. But I definitely got a little culture shocked with just, like, everything. And then, like, I got, you take that first test in college, and you're like, oh, my gosh, like, this test is worth, like, 30% of my grade right now. And you're, like, scared shitless to take the test. And you're like, if I fuck this up, like, that's it. That's my grade's down the drain.
After
like,
just studying for so long.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, because in high school, like, it's a whole year you get, right? And you get a semester in college.
4 months.
And you get, like, 2 tests per semester that are worth 60% of your grade. And if you screw up one, it's a lot. It's hard to come back from it. So my freshman year was it's just nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
But, like, I never thought I was going to have time. And I don't. Because I knew, I've heard people talk about that have studied what I study. And they're like, yeah,
Good
it's
luck.
really hard. Like, my cousin, he was like even now, he's like, you're still studying civil engineering? He's like, are you insane? Because, like, he didn't study it. And I'm like, for me, it's more like I put my mind to this and I set a goal. And I want to finish that goal. I want that degree. Like, because it's a goal I set.
You want that nice piece of paper.
Yeah, a nice piece of,
laminated
paper with my name on it. I know, that's all we work for, I guess, right?
No.
Nah, I know. It
really.
Sucks. It
I
sucks.
mean, with
That's
some
what you
majors, definitely. Some majors, yes,
Yes,
you
you just
work
get a paper.
towards, but, like, you're learning a skill. Like, there's a lot of majors, like, I always shit on business majors. Like, what the fuck are you learning?
We all shit on business majors.
What what are you learning? If you really want to open up a business, you're learning maybe like 2 or 3 things in there that's really going to help you open up a business. But most of the time, you're learning definitions that you're never going to use in your life. There's so many people that go to school or don't go to school. And, like, my boss, he went to school to become a teacher. And he opened up a business, and now we're franchising the business.
See.
He knew nothing about it. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I mean, I always say this, like, you can go to school for 4 years. You can go to school for 6 years, and then you can go get your doctorate, right? But no matter how much schooling you have, nothing will beat 4 years of school. Nothing will beat 2 months in the office or 2 months on the site.
Experience
Will always trump that. Like,
everything.
it doesn't matter, like, where you are.
I know, yeah. Experience is everything.
Experience is everything. Yeah,
I learn the best with experience. If you tell me what to do, I'm gonna learn way quicker than if I have to go into a classroom and then write it down. Because when you do something, it sticks with your mind.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
Like, yeah,
That's how you learn.
I could write it down in a notebook a few times and I could study it. But until I'm on the site, I'm not gonna know what to do. Like, for you, I was a computer science major, so I was like, all right, I'm not getting any better. But, like, how would I do if I was learning in the real world? Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I would do a lot better, but with the amount of money I was spending, I was like, it's not even worth it to try it.
Well, the whole thing with like going into the world and just doing something, there's a little catchphrase for it. It's feed a man fish, you feed him for a day. Teach a man how to fish, you'll feed him for life.
Yeah, I love that phrase.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like, you put yourself out there, and, like, that's why, like, in my field, internships are just basically what you get your job off of.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't get an internship, you're not getting a job. So,
well, isn't it required for you to get the degree?
It's not required. But
It's not required.
It's not required. It's just highly recommended. It's just like, yo, you should get one, or else you're probably not gonna get a job. Most people end up getting a job with their internship in the end.
Yeah.
So,
well, I was talking to Delicio, and he's going for some outdoorsy shit. It's sick, bro. He literally had a class where he was just canoeing for like 6 weeks straight, just straight up canoeing. Oh, recreational management or something like that.
okay. Yeah.
And he met somebody who lives in Vegas. He has like his whole company there, and he's like, hey, like, if you need an internship in the future, like, reach out to me. So
Yeah, of course. That's
And I was
I'll
like,
take that.
dude, like, fucking go. And he's like,
course.
he's thinking about it. I was like, yo, it's way better than anywhere we live. Like, unless you're going upstate New York where you want to freeze to death in the winter, sure, go there. But, like, definitely don't stay on Staten Island. You're not going to have anything cool on Staten Island. Like, go to fucking Vegas. I kind of need somebody to live in Vegas, so when I go out there.
Yeah, that'd be nice, you know?
Yeah, have a close friend that's living out there.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, because then, like, when you go there, no.
It's exciting. Yeah, it's cool because his major is really cool. If I had to go to school and, you know, I had to redo everything, I'd probably go in his major. One, because it forces you to go outside. You learn a lot outside, and, like, it's a lot of hands-on type of shit. And two, I think it is kind of easier than every other major. I mean, that's just my opinion because, like, he has to fucking learn how to do a canoe. Like, come on. Like, that's one of your classes, bro. But I'm sure there are definitely hard classes. I'm sure he's had hard times. Like, I'm just looking at it from the outside in. But if I was actually in that, I would definitely have some trouble. I mean, he was a Boy Scout forever.
Yeah.
So, like, now he got to the Eagle Scout. So, like, he knows all the basics. So, it was probably a very easy transition.
Well, one thing you said there was that, you know, if I had to go back and start it all over. It's also a big thing with school. Like, once you're 2 years in, you're kind of locked in.
Oh, you're locked.
Like after my freshman year, if I wanted to change majors, I probably would have to add another complete year to the entire thing. So, like,
yeah, it's so hard because I see a lot of kids, they change from major to major to major, but they're all kind of connected.
But those are all, like, liberal arts students.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You can flip-flop. With engineering and, like, business, it's a lot harder to flip-flop.
Yeah, you have to switch, like, right away. Like, I know my friend Ilya, he was in engineering for his first year. Or his first semester, and he was like, I can't do this. I have to get out of this. So he went straight to communications. He's, like, really good with editing and filming and shit like that. So he went into more of a, like, production type of communications major. And he's like, yeah, I'm so happy I did that because I would have been stuck. You know, it's kind of like you have a pension. Like, you have a pension for whatever job you got. And you're 10 years in. You only need another 10 years. You're not going to get out of that job because you're like, that would be stupid unless I had something lined up for me. But with college, it's kind of like the same thing. But the only difference is that you're not making any money. You're spending it all.
And you're spending a lot of it.
Yeah, so, like, if you got to spend even the minimum, let's say 7,000, because, like, after everything is more like 7,000. Let's say you spend a minimum of 7,000. And that whole semester, that whole year was basically nothing. Like, all the classes that you took aren't going towards your major now. That's $7,000 that you can't even use anymore. Like, you can't use those classes unless you want to get another degree in business.
I wish it was 7,000 for my school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, 7,000 is a good minimum, but a lot of schools out there, it's a crazy amount. You know, it's a lot of money.
It is. It is a shit ton of money, bro.
Yeah, I mean, well, I just want to talk about one other topic while we're here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to talk about just setting a goal because I think that's a big thing with getting back to the whole why can't you do it is setting a goal. I feel like that really motivates me to push forward and just do things.
Oh my god, yeah, setting a goal. Because I've realized, like, when I did my challenges and shit,
yes,
it helps. Like,
yeah.
I am just going after it every single goddamn day, and I don't care. Like, I'm like, all right, I have a certain amount of time for this, and I'm gonna do it in that certain amount of time.
Exactly, that's your goal. Like, you have to finish. Like, I think like long-term goals and then the short-term goals, but, like, I just think they all help you to motivate you to do something.
I think you need goals for your goals.
Yes,
because
I do. Yes,
I've realized when I reached a goal, I just stopped.
For me, it's not even that. Like, I feel like you reach a goal and you're just like, all right, what's next? You know?
Yeah. Well, that's why it's kind of like you need a goal for your goal because you need that, like, step up to that next level because you don't want to stay stagnant or even lose momentum. You want to just keep going and going. That's why you have to start off slow with anything. Like, you can't just go straight for it. And because when I talk to my boss, he's like, because I mean, I definitely have an opportunity probably within like a year or two to become either like an owner of one of these DJs or like an owner operator.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
like,
definitely.
he's like, yo, talk to people on top. Like, they got it all already. You know, even if they're 35, like they got everything. Like, what do they have forward to look to? So, you know, like enjoy your life, enjoy your
Yeah,
youth.
like-
Don't push yourself too much yet. Push yourself a little bit. You know, always keep your foot on the pedal. Never take it off the gas. Like always try to improve yourself. But focus on the things that you can only do in your youth, like going out, partying, making friends, and shit like that.
You know, because it's something you can't do for your entire life. You know?
Yeah, like
you
once
gotta realize you gotta live in the moment. You can't forget to live in the moment while
Yeah.
you're doing other things.
It's a great lesson because like I've definitely lived for the future, not more in the
Yeah, because
present.
you were setting more goals like for your future self.
Yeah,
But like, I mean, you were even setting goals for, you know, you being the young person you are, like setting the goals now, like for your marathon. Like, what was your goal? You had a goal for the marathon to run it.
I wanted in 3:15.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go.
And then Rory, he was like, "Yo, 3:05," and I was like, fuck. So I was like, you know what? I might as well try. If I don't get it, I don't get it. And I definitely pushed myself a little too hard, too quickly. I probably could have got like 3:13 if I didn't push myself that quickly. I mean, it's a 6-minute difference, but when you train for that long, like 6 minutes is like a fucking hour.
No, I know. Because I mean,
When you did the triathlon,
that was another thing. I also underestimated it so much. You know, like you don't realize like what like the 26 miles is 26 miles, but like me, I had 3 different things to do. Like 26 miles.
that's so hard to train for. I don't know how the fuck you do that.
Listen, all I know is that I like my first time training for it. I would set goals. Like I set goals of what I wanted to accomplish, and like, I'm pretty sure I came like I think I got underneath my goal. I would have to look at my Instagram to check because like I forgot the time, but like I just realized like after you're training for the first time, you set those goals, and like I really just set a goal like I want to finish because everyone was telling me like. I don't know if they told you the same thing. Like, are you insane? Like, why are you doing this?
They were like, "Yo, you gonna finish?" And I was like, "Fuck yeah,
yeah, bro!
Like I'm definitely prepared for this. I'm not gonna not finish."
Because you set that goal, and then you're just like, I have to accomplish it. And then there's all these people. I purposely went out and told a bunch of people that I was doing it, so this way I had to do it.
Yeah, you have to post it on social media or tell people, or else
told
you won't do it.
all my friends. Like I was at school, and I'm like, I like literally. My friend texted me. He goes, "You want to do a triathlon?" And I just said yes immediately because like I'm like I just say screw it sometimes, and I'll just do it. Like I would like to. I just want to experience it. Like I want to experience it. And I actually ended up falling in love with it. Like I love it so much. I'm gonna do it again. But you know I just went out, told a bunch of people, so this way I had to hold myself accountable. Like I'm like
that's smart.
Told my mom, she's like, "Are you insane? Like you're gonna die." And I was like, "No, I'm gonna do this."
Yeah, no, it really helps. I mean, when you're in the moment of training for it and people know, and like you're sitting on your couch, you know you have to go outside, you have to go biking today, you have to go running, you have to do a little tiny swim, like it forces you to get up and get motivated. It's tough. It's tough to find it. I mean, but when you're always telling people like this is what I did today, that's what I did today, it's great because then they keep asking you and it keeps pushing you. You're like there's a difference. Like I'm saying this to people just so like they know I'm still doing it and they see the improvement, and I want to help people improve. Other people do it because they're like, oh yeah, this is what I did today. Yeah. I ran this amount in this amount of time. So, you know, you got to have that fine line of, you know, figuring out how to not gloat about yourself, but also telling people shit.
I think you did it perfectly. I mean, you really like motivated, I think, like the entire group to just start running a little bit because like
I got Longo to run.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you got everyone to start running a little bit, sending your snaps in the group chat.
Exactly. Why can't you do it?
Exactly. That's why can't you do it? Like, you know, you see that's a big thing with actually like the why can't you do it is a big thing with like just putting your mind to something. Actually, I don't know if you ever heard of this channel. Their name is Yes Theory on YouTube. And I've been like subscribed to them for like basically forever from when they first started out.
Yeah.
And they put a lot of motivational videos out there and just like stuff that you're like, like why can't I
Mhm.
why can't we do this? Why can't we do that? And then there was one video where the guy ran an Ironman,
Oh shit.
and he always had this dream of running an Ironman, and so an Ironman, for people who don't know, is I think it's
It's a
two
hundred.
point
It's a
five
112-mile bike, 26.2-mile run, and 2-mile swim.
2 mile swim. Yeah. So and it goes swim, bike, run, and so basically, it's like a 8 to 10 hour, 12-hour race. Depending on how fast you are. And so he was basically saying to himself, like, I would love to run this, but I'm not that kind of athlete. Like, I've ran before, I've ran a marathon, but who says I can run an Ironman? And then he said to himself, but like, these super athletes, they had to start somewhere. And he started reading this book, and
Yeah.
he said to himself, like, if they can do it, like, why can't I? Like,
Yeah,
so
that's
he put
all
his
you
mind
really
to
got to
it.
think about. Like, if they can do it, I can do it. And if I'm going to limit myself, I'm going to limit myself, and I'm never going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was this really, I want to finish off on this. It was really strange. I don't know where I found it, but it was saying how the world, the universe is infinity. But we're on a planet where we limit ourselves.
Okay.
So, like,
Yeah.
there could be any possibility out there.
Mm-hmm.
But we sit on Earth and we just limit ourselves to whatever we can do. And it's very interesting that, like, we can be anything because obviously the universe can make anything. But we sit here, like, we never knew we could get into space. We didn't think we could do that.
Well, we did that one.
Well,
Yeah.
anyway, let's get into this ending fact.
All right.
So, speaking about limiting, elephants limit themselves because they are the only animal that can't jump.
That actually makes a lot of sense. Can you imagine an elephant like just like jumping 6 feet over a fence? Like,
Bro, I don't even want to be near an elephant when they jump. Like, the
I-
amount of weight that comes down, like, that's an earthquake.
yeah, no, that definitely wouldn't be good. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, anyway, thank you, Jenna, for coming on Journal Prompts and sharing your ideas about why can't you do
Yep. Thanks for having me.
it. No problem.